Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play fake with Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the 2-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
At their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence starting with a throw. And his first offering of the game lines up incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Caught just shy of the goal line. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Xavier Gipson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Don't touch it. Trimmer. Don't touch.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 7-point lead in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. Caught at the 1. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Hey, tomato.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
On the red.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
180. Miami.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 16-7 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have it on 2nd and short. Lawrence working from the gun. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Lawrence now off the play action. And pass caught by Strange. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Has it down close. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Lisa 24.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut the lead to just a field goal. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Great.
Barkley trying this up the gut. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Headed out right. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
18.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Gain of 15 there, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles push the lead to 2 scores now.
Jaguars 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Lawrence throwing here. He gets this one to Strange. And this one gets gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Hurts on 1st down. Held in by Gunner, left side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the play fake, it's Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. I think of the receivers that got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Lawrence with it on 1st. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
23.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Complete, it's Myers. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Now it's Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
11, Agate. Fred on red. Silver.
They go play action. Lawrence buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hey, East, here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Pass caught. It's Hunter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Here's ETN on first down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. In on the South, had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in inside the 20. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Let's go, 52.
Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, kill.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Offense to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Eagles first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one's taken in by Kylan Granson. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. And goes to the hurry up here.
At the 17-yard line.
They go with Barkley here. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw, Hurts. Running in the red zone. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence now off the play action. It is caught left side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On the red. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
On play action now, Lawrence. He rolls to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Man in motion here.
Think right open. Here we go.
Back to the air, Lawrence. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Play action. Hurts has it. Taking a chance to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Here he goes, third and long. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. We need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And an Eagles first down.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do come...
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Jaguars 24.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
For first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Throws this one deep left. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Let's go.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence is hit. The ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Fourth and forever coming up.
Hey.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 72 yards.
13, Lou.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard
Working
line.
inside the red zone. Has it down close. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Ertz looking to throw. He has it, and he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense, but he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try fails.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
14 yards.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, he already has a himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down.
Red on red. Son,
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
13 yards. It's 2nd down.
They're going to pass it here. He's trying to push the field. Now, it would have been a big completion block if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Good. Check. Anyway, hey.
3rd and long for him here. Vacates quickly left side. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And a great play does not get the 1st down. That stop came at the very last moment to bring up 4th. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Hurts now on 4th. Getting out to his left. Making the call himself. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the 1st down, partner, and that's going to seal this win. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
63, Tiger Hornet.
Hurts on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And even on the